And now you're basically awaiting the whole situation.
Yeah, we were supposed to go in September, which I was ready for.
Yeah? They pushed it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after you get arrested, Kwame Brown starts celebrating. Now, this is something that you guys have been doing for a while now. I thought that was nasty. At the end of the day, you could not like someone, but celebrating them, that they're potentially going to prison, that takes it to a different level.
And I know, and his whole family has just been in prison, and I've never celebrated.
Yeah. Didn't you bring up, his brother or something, or?
Yeah, brothers.
Brothers?
Yeah, it's a long line of them.
Doing what?
Jail time for even worse crimes, the ones you don't want to be in trouble for.
I would do with underage.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Out there celebrating, brother. You should be the last one to celebrate.
That is a glass house right there. That is a glass house.
But I kind of shut his YouTube down for a little bit, put him in.
Oh, you got his YouTube shut down?
Yeah, I put him in YouTube jail, struck him a couple times, and stop, okay. Then he apologized, and then we done moved on.
Wait, he apologized?
Of course, like always. He always begs when, he wants my attention, and then when I give it to him, he then gets mad, and then it's a fun cat and mouse game, right? It's like I love being the only reason you have views.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. Like that one video did more numbers. That was the biggest video he had done since last year when he bashed Bronny James.
Okay. Now, look, when I look at situations like this, and I really realized this after watching the Vince McMahon documentary, that at the end of the day, it's all business, right? Vince was a master of people churning against him, suing him, winning, and then bringing him right back on WWE and turning it into a storyline and making more money and paying them and whatever. Life goes on. I've definitely squashed a bunch of beef with people over the years with that mentality. Me and Lord Jamar have been going at it for 5 years now. He's a regular on my show again. Can you and Kwame see, squashing your past differences and actually bringing him on Gil's Arena?
There's no beef. There's no beef.
There is a public back and forth, though.
No. See, when I say there's no beef, the beef has to already has existed. But the fact that it's manufactured, you made it up. The reason you went at me the first time, it was made up, right? You made up that I had your bench. You made up I did this. That was all made up for clicks and views. Now, what came from that is this back and forth. Because I'm gonna defend myself and go at you and show you that you're lying, and then from there it's just that. But if you ask him, what is your beef about? It'd be something today, because the stuff that he used didn't work. So we don't have a beef. We just have somebody who lied to get views. You had people that really came in and say, Allen Iverson came in and said, yo, can y'all squash your beef? And I said, I don't have beef with him.
Oh, even Allen said that.
Yeah, okay. I just respond to when he wants to get out of line. I'll let a bunch of stuff go, and then I'll strike him, spank him on his little booty, show him what's up.
No diddy.
And then Diddy style. What you looking at me for? So I stop, and then, he does this, right? So, but for the most part, I don't want to, there's no ill will. If he wants to come on and do a show, as long as you come in and work and being a professional, I can care less.
I think it'd make for good television, honestly. Having you guys actually sit down at your spot with your crew around, your co-host, not your crew, I don't want to threaten them or whatever. But I'm just saying, or maybe just the two of you sit down together on camera.
Talk about why you like so much.
Maybe, just address all the various stuff. Look, another one, Gloria Velez. She was doing a show, on my channel at one point, and then she got mad at me and just started talking a bunch of shit about me on the internet and refused to take my phone calls. But a couple months ago, she called me up, she apologized, and she's promoting a new book, so I brought her on the show, and we talked about the book, and we talked about our falling out. And, she once again apologized publicly and said, I'm really sorry, I should have just talked to you. I just was going through a bunch of personal stuff and I spazzed out and so forth. So, I don't know. For me, stuff like this makes for good content and also shows maturity all around.
Yeah, we've squashed the beef 10 times.
And then he just goes back to it?
Something I do, he's back at it, right? It's just,
and that's the problem. Like, you have a conversation with someone like a man, you think you worked it out, then they go back to
I just look
who
at
they
it
were
like,
before. Yeah, okay, I get
it's content.
No, I get it.
You know, when he sees an opportunity to get his numbers up, he does it. And then I just feel obligated to help him. Okay.